The capacity to get a good night's sleep is something that many people start to lose beyond the age of 60. They have tried sleeping pills, they have taken melatonin, and they have turned to herbal teas, but they are still unable to get a good night's sleep, and they are unable to get much rest. Every day when they wake up, they get the sensation that they have never really rested. What could come as a surprise to you is the possibility that ginger, a common herb found in your kitchen, could be the catalyst for a full transformation in the quality of your sleep. It is not merely a spice that ginger is. As a natural cure, it has been used for generations to warm the body, relax the nerves, and promote blood circulation. These are all key qualities that help you drift off into a deep slumber without the use of any medication. In addition, modern scientific research has demonstrated that ginger includes substances that have the ability to reduce inflammation, normalize heart rate, and regulate nerve activity, all of which are natural ways to promote your sleep. In this video, I will discuss 3 straightforward methods that you may utilize ginger in your own house to enhance the quality of your sleep. Every one of them is simple, risk-free, and efficient. However, before we get started, I have a question for you on the subject. From what location are you currently watching this video? And what time is it at the same moment? To share, kindly do so in the comments. Every message that you send me is read, and it helps me feel more connected to you. Please be sure to click the subscribe button and activate the bell icon if you think this information to be helpful. You will never miss out on any health tip that has been specifically designed for senior citizens like yourself. To be more specific, the first strategy has the potential to bring about noticeable changes in a matter of days. If you place a high value on getting enough sleep, you should watch the entire movie so that you do not miss the most crucial section. If you are interested in finding a natural way to improve the quality of your sleep, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell right away. This will ensure that you are the first to hear about any new methods that I make available. An understanding of why such a small piece of ginger can help your body and mind relax and fall into a pleasant night's sleep is necessary before we move on to the 3 methods that ginger can be used to achieve deeper sleep. Let's take a moment to examine why this is the case. Not only is ginger a spice that imparts a warm and spicy flavor to certain dishes, but it is also used in many Asian civilizations. Over the course of several hundred years, it has been regarded as a natural medication that is both safe and effective in warming the body, calming the nerves, and bringing the body back into equilibrium, which is the state in which sleep occurs most naturally. Ginger has been described as having a spicy taste, a warm nature, and an affinity with the lung, spleen, and stomach meridians in traditional medicine. Ginger is also supposed to have a warm nature. This indicates that ginger helps to open up the flow of energy and blood, which in turn stimulates circulation, assists digestion, warms the stomach, decreases bloating, and clears the airways. Ginger was frequently used by people in the past to alleviate symptoms of colds, eliminate chills, lessen the severity of coughs, and alleviate phlegm. When there is an improvement in blood circulation and a relaxation of the neurological system, the body will naturally drift off into a deep slumber. For this reason, the addition of just a few slices of fresh ginger to a variety of herbal medicines can assist to maintain a warmer body temperature throughout the night, maintain a steady heart rate, and promote sleep. These findings have also been validated by contemporary scientific research. Gingerol and shogaol are the 2 primary bioactive chemicals that have been found in ginger, according to a number of studies. Gingerol, and particularly 6-gingerol, possesses potent anti-inflammatory properties, which contribute to the reduction of edema and the enhancement of peripheral blood flow. When ginger is dried or roasted, a substance called shogaol is produced. This substance is notable for its antioxidant properties, as well as its ability to soothe the overactive central nervous system. According to the findings of a study that was published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, gingerol and shogaol have the potential to assist in the regulation of cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and so facilitate the transition of the body into a state of rest. Additionally, ginger has the ability to promote the creation of serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter that is essential in the process of regulating the process of sleep and wakefulness. People who drink warm ginger tea in the evening report feeling warmer. Their hands and feet are less cold. Their pulse rate slows down, and they have an easier time falling asleep. This is something that has been observed in a few modest scientific experiments. These are highly essential physiological responses for people over the age of 60, whose blood circulation and the ability to regulate their body temperature are frequently less developed than they were when they were younger. Without a doubt, the effects of ginger will differ from one individual to the next. For some people, the change may become apparent after only a few nights, while for others, it may take anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks of constant use before they experience any improvements. Ginger is advantageous since, unlike certain sleeping drugs, it does not produce dependence, memory fog, or prolonged daytime drowsiness. Ginger also does not cause nighttime sleepiness. This item is not only inexpensive, but also simple to locate in any store, and it may be prepared in a wide variety of ways to cater to your preferences. Ginger may be a helpful component of your nighttime routine if your insomnia is brought on by a significant medical condition. Nevertheless, it should be utilized in conjunction with the professional advice of your physician in order to address the underlying reason of your sleeplessness. Simply drinking a cup of warm ginger tea or soaking your feet in ginger for a few minutes before going to bed can be sufficient to send a soothing signal to your body that it is time to rest. Once you have this understanding, you will notice that this is the case. Now that you have an idea of the different ways in which ginger can serve as a natural sleep signal for the body, it is necessary to select the approach that is most suitable for you. The purpose of this video is to provide you with 3 methods, ranging from the most basic to the most effective, listed from number 3 to number 1, so that you can begin with ease and gradually raise the effectiveness of your efforts. The third method will be a light warm-up that is simple to perform and is appropriate for the majority of individuals. The second method will have an effect that is more direct on the respiratory system and the circulatory system. The first method is the most all-encompassing approach, as it offers a double advantage for both the quality of sleep and the health of the individual as a whole. The third method involves combining rock sugar with ginger. This is a really straightforward recipe that requires few ingredients that are not only inexpensive but also easy to locate, and yet it manages to bring about a distinct feeling of comfort and relaxation in a matter of days. This recipe has been used for a very long time in a variety of folk treatments, and it is particularly popular among people who are older or who are engaged in cerebral activity in order to alleviate stress before going to sleep. It has been demonstrated via scientific research that ginger includes 2 chemicals known as gingerol and shogol, which have the ability to dilate blood vessels, improve blood flow to the brain, and lessen overactivity of the nervous system. When there is less tension in the nervous system, the heart rate becomes more stable, the brain is able to transfer to rest mode more readily, and sleep will come more naturally. Not only does rock sugar produce a mild sweetness, but it also possesses a cooling quality that counteracts the warmth of ginger. As a result, the drinker does not experience any sensations of dryness or heat emanating from their mouth. Furthermore, the taste buds have a calming effect as a result of the light sweetness, which acts as a gentle signal to the brain that the body is prepared to rest. The preparation is quite easy to do. Take 1/2 of a fresh ginger root, thoroughly wash it, and then slice it into thin slices. Approximately 1/2 liter of water should be added to the pot, and then it should be brought to a boil. Following the boiling of the water, add a tiny amount of rock sugar, stir it thoroughly, and then reduce the heat to a simmer for approximately 5 more minutes. It is recommended that you drink water when it is still warm, preferably at noon or in the afternoon. This is the optimal time to consume water. You will be able to keep the warming impact on the body while simultaneously relaxing the mind if you do it this manner. Remember, however, that you should avoid drinking too close to bedtime in order to avoid feeling excessively full. After only a few days of using this method consistently, you will realize that your body is feeling lighter, that your mind is calmer, and that you will experience faster and deeper sleep at night. Click on this link if you hear this and believe that this recipe is suitable for you. On the other hand, I am aware of this, and I will continue to provide further strategies for enhancing sleep for everyone. Following the completion of the third way, which is a straightforward beverage that warms the body from the inside out, we will now go to the fourth approach, which is a more potent method that does not involve the consumption of even a single drop. This is a treatment that a lot of people who are older use every night since it is relaxing. It helps them relax profoundly immediately before they go to sleep, and it takes use of the skin's ability to absorb ginger's active ingredients directly into the peripheral circulation. Method 2. Making a mixture of ginger and salt and soaking the feet. There are other ways to reap the benefits of ginger besides drinking it. Additionally, it can help with sleep by exerting direct pressure on the feet, which contain dozens of acupressure sites that are connected to the heart, brain, and neurological system. It is possible to improve circulation by soaking your feet with warm ginger water that has been combined with salt. This causes the blood vessels in your feet to expand. As a result of this circulation, the stress placed on the heart is reduced. The brain is provided with sufficient oxygen and nutrients, and the parasympathetic nervous system is activated, which is the state in which the body is most prepared to go to sleep. In addition, the presence of salt in this formulation contributes to the enhancement of the warming effect, while also offering the feet assistance in the areas of moderate antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. As a true kind of home relaxation therapy, this practice is ideal for people who frequently experience numbness or coldness in their feet, or who have trouble sleeping owing to poor circulation. The preparation is quite easy to do. Please take a half of a fresh ginger root. In order to facilitate the dissolution of the active components, it should be properly washed and crushed. At a temperature of approximately 104 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit, prepare a basin of warm water. It is important to thoroughly mix the ginger with 1 tablespoon of salt. The temperature of the water need to be high enough to produce a profoundly warming sensation. However, it is not hot enough to cause a fire. It is simple to use when it is being consumed. First, before going to bed, soak your feet for around 20 minutes. In order to enhance blood circulation, massage the soles of the feet and the toes while you are soaking. When you have finished soaking your feet, dry them thoroughly and then put on a pair of thin socks to keep them warm throughout the bedtime. The act of wearing socks not only helps to maintain blood vessel dilation after soaking, but it also helps to retain heat for a longer period of time. Therefore, the blood continues to flow without any interruptions, and the body does not suddenly cool down. The nerves are able to relax more, and sleep will come more quickly when the feet are warm. When you do this for a few nights in a row, you will feel more calm, you will sleep more deeply, and you will wake up with a clear head and warm hands and feet. When it comes to soaking your feet, there are a few guidelines that you should keep in mind. It is not a good idea to soak your feet if they have open sores, ulcers, or infections. Before engaging in this activity, individuals with diabetes who are suffering from significant arterial blockage or venous insufficiency, those who have recently undergone surgery, and those who have serious heart disease should seek the advice of a medical professional. Another time when you should avoid soaking is when you have a high temperature, when you have just drank alcohol, or when you are really exhausted. In order to avoid burns, the water temperature should be kept between 104 and 113 degrees Fahrenheit at all times. Additionally, you should avoid soaking for more than 30 minutes, because extended soaking might cause the body to lose heat rather than gain heat. Please leave a remark stating that you will try this strategy tonight if you believe that it is worthwhile to do so. This will let me know that you are practicing with me. Following the use of Method 2, which involves warming the body from the outside, we will now proceed to the most powerful formula, which involves soaking the feet in ginger and salt. This formula works directly from the inside out. Not only does this practice aid enhanced sleep, but it also boosts immunity and brings about a calmer mind, which is why many individuals Consider it to be a ritual that they perform every evening. Method 1. Tea with ginger, honey, and lemon. The unique aspect of this recipe is that it combines 3 different components at the same time, each of which is responsible for a different function. Warming the body, causing blood vessels to expand, and reducing tension in the nervous system are all benefits of ginger. Honey, with its naturally occurring sugars, helps to maintain stable blood sugar levels throughout the night. Additionally, honey stimulates the body to release serotonin, which is then transformed into melatonin, which makes it easier to fall asleep. When used in moderation, lemon contributes a mild scent and a little taste that helps to soothe the throat. Additionally, lemon is a source of vitamin C, which helps to keep the body healthier. When these 3 components are brought together, the result is a cup of tea that is not only warm, but also fragrant and enjoyable to consume. Because of the combination of the gentle sweetness of honey, the refreshing tang of lemon, and the spicy warmth of ginger, this beverage is able to induce a state of calm from the very first sip. A great number of individuals find that merely sitting and sipping this tea while listening to gentle music or reading a few pages of a book helps to slow down their body, calms their mind, and makes it easier for them to go asleep naturally. The preparation is quite easy to do. Bring about half a liter of water to a boil. Then, add between 4 and 6 slices of freshly washed ginger. Reduce the heat and continue to boil for approximately 5 more minutes in order to completely release the ginger aroma. Please turn off the heat. Allow the water to somewhat cool down. Subsequently, incorporate 1 tablespoon of honey and the juice of 1/4 to a maximum of half a lemon, based on your personal preference. Make sure to give it a good stir, and while it's still warm, drink it. It is recommended that you consume this approximately 1 hour before going to bed. This allows the body to take in the nutrients that are warm from within, and it also sends a signal to the brain that it is time to rest. Use only a modest amount of lemon juice if you have a stomach that is sensitive in order to avoid experiencing any discomfort. If this recipe already sounds tempting to you, save it and give it a try tonight. After you've tried it, describe your experience so that others can also benefit from it. In order to ensure that you make safe and effective use of ginger, I would like to bring to your attention a few key points before I continue. When you are preparing the ginger, you should not peel it first. The skin is rich in a variety of substances that are useful. Simply clean it with water. Second, ginger that has been bruised or injured should never be used, since it has the potential to create chemicals that are damaging to the liver and can, over time, increase the chance of developing liver cancer. Don't use ginger too much because it has a warming effect. In particular, due to the fact that it might put pressure on the liver and stomach, you should avoid drinking particularly concentrated ginger water on a consistent basis for a number of months. There are also certain circumstances in which ginger should not be used to treat insomnia. These circumstances include when you have a high temperature heat stroke, liver, lung, or stomach disease, severe diabetes, high blood pressure, skin boils, or infections. Ginger should not be used in these situations. Finally, ginger is not the only thing you should rely on to help your sleep. Along with a good diet, getting enough rest, maintaining a calm state of mind, and avoiding stimulants like coffee, alcohol, and cigarettes in the evening, you should combine this with regular exercise. Ginger has the potential to be a reliable ally that can assist you in getting a more restful night's sleep without causing any adverse effects, if you keep these things in mind and use it appropriately. A restful night's sleep is not a question of chance. Every night you transmit the appropriate signals to your body, and it is the effect of those messages. For people over the age of 60, ginger, which is a relatively modest but potent substance, can be one of the most natural, risk-free, and straightforward tools. In today's post, I will discuss 3 different ways to make use of ginger: consuming it in a gentle manner with rock sugar, unwinding with a foot soak, and taking pleasure in a warm cup of ginger honey lemon tea. Each approach offers its own set of advantages, which are tailored to a variety of lifestyles and health situations. Doing all 3 at the same time is not required of you. Simply select the approach that you believe will be the most straightforward to implement. Tonight, give it a shot and pay attention to how your body reacts the following morning. Leave a comment to share your experience with everyone. If you find that you are able to get a more restful night's sleep and that you are experiencing a greater sense of ease, I would appreciate it if you could let me know if this film has moved you in any way by hitting the like button, sending it to someone you care about, or leaving a comment below. Please forward this video to someone you know who is interested in finding a technique to improve their quality of sleep but has not prior knowledge about ginger. Sometimes all it takes is a single piece of advice to help them get a better night's sleep. In addition, make sure you remember to subscribe to the channel. You should also activate the notification bell. That way, you won't miss out on other natural, straightforward, and long-lasting remedies for your health and sleep after the age of 60.